Yes, so yes, so my very own people, thank you so much. Hello, welcome to Inspiration Gist with Dora. Yes, so where are my people? Let's begin to sign. Let's begin to sign in. Let's begin to sign in. Mm-hmm. Yes, I promised you I was going to get to that teaching concluded. The second part of that teaching on Judy Austin's Witchcraft. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much. This live streaming will be very interesting. Please share this video. Share it so that all other people, all of us team may want to gather again to look into this matter, to have a better understanding of this whole matter. Because it is good that when something is happening to somebody, you're learning your lesson from it. Yes, so we are not just here just to talk and gist and gossip. No, we're here because we want to learn. Yes, so we want to learn our own lessons. Yes, from this issue of life. In the other video where I talked about, if you see the caption, Judy Austin, the witchcraft in Judy Austin, and the spell on Yul Edochie explained. In that video, I'm going to very briefly explain again, because I don't have to go through it, in detail, because it's a long one. So, but you can always look for the video, the same caption, and watch it. Thank you so much for joining me. Please like the video, like us, so that people will join us. And I always, I like to know where you're joining from. Yes, so you can just write in the comment section there, hello, from which country you're joining me from. Yes. In that video, we talked about the the teaching, that everybody, whether you're married or single, whether you want to get married in the future, don't even want to get married, but at least if you have this knowledge, you'll be able to advise somebody or understand what someone is going through. Because somehow, in this life, we are somehow interconnected as human beings. Okay. Yeah. So the exposition said the points to note. I'm not going through everything. I'll just, highlight the major points, and then I'll move on to what I have for today. This is a direct attack on the household of the May and Yul Edochie's household. Is a pure, directly attack from the pit of hell. And even though Yul may seem to still have some conscience left in him, but it is slipping away into becoming fully demonized. Also talked about the causes, the symptoms, or the characters that Yul exhibits. And that character is a narcissism, which means excessive interest or admiration in oneself. Some people have that tendency, okay, to be narcissists. Yes, they have excessive interest in self-love and self-admiration, and so everything for them has to be centered around them. All attention, all the love. They love themselves excessively. They tend to feel like they meet God to themselves. And then the causes of these tendencies, characteristic tendencies, is said to be one, child abuse. That some people are abused as children. Some people are abused as children, and so when they try to get over it, and they seem to like, instead of feeling dejected in an effort, okay, to be strong, they seem to like give so much attention to themselves, and then they seem to go for happiness at whatever cost, whatever it may cost them to be happy. Even if it's going to hurt any other person, they don't care. And you see that such people, even when they are hurting people, for them, anything that can make you happy, go for it. That's all they care for. Anything that, some people say is go for your happiness, whatever that will make you happy. As so long as it makes you happy, go for it. So even when it involves in a situation like this, where you know that a home is being broken, a woman is suffering, children are involved, and all that, family reputation is involved, they don't care. What they actually want is to be happy. That's all. And we can see such threats in Judy Austin and Yul Edochie. The second cause is said to be a child that was so adored, as a golden child. Some of these children may be, as mentioned in the teaching, last born, only son, only child. Those people, there's this tendency of being so pampered and being so adored as children that so when they are giving this excessive love, they want to make them so happy. They don't want to suffer them emotionally and all that. They seem to, lack adequate emotional upbringing or nurturing. So a child is shown so much love, but is not nurtured emotionally. He doesn't know that there are some times that it's not always about him or her. That sometimes other people need to also get attention. No, for them. And you see that in some children when they see you discussing with an adult, or even some children that they are still breastfeeding. Once the attention is not on them, they'll start protesting, either crying or something like that. So children that are brought up like that seem to have that tendency too. And so we have to be very careful. All this were fully explained in the first video. So this is a part 2 of that video. Okay. So he went ahead also. Hello, welcome to Inspiration Gist with Dora. Yes, so we want to conclude that teaching on the witchcraft, May and on Judy Austin, and the spell on Yul Edochie. Please tell me where you're joining from. Just say hi from Canada, from Switzerland. Please, I want to know where you're joining me from. Thank you so much. And so the message advised me to also try to let her understand that this thing did not start. Y'all has this narcissistic tendencies. It didn't start as a married man, it started from childhood. And we also emphasized that day that the father also confessed when all these things started that y'all never listened to him. He never listened to his father. The father said it that right from the time he was a child, doesn't listen to me. And that is why he can go ahead to call himself, say that he has a second wife, even without the father accompanying him. As an Igbo man, your father is still alive, you went to marry without your father, without your elder brother, nobody followed you, nobody. So it is actually real. It is actually real on Yul Edochie. And so all these things we'll try to look at in that video, especially on your trying to talk about the enemy. Actually, the whole matter, the center of the whole matter is that, or the summary is that, it is an attack from the pit of hell onto the family. And as me, as a praying woman, as a Christian, that is also temptation for her. The devil wants to take her faith away from God by bringing such a thing, and before you know it, she can just start misbehaving or start doubting God's faithfulness, because we know she has been praying. Such a thing can also make the children to reject the father, and by the time the children and the woman reject the father, the home is already broken, and the children can be affected, because some of them will start thinking, what's the point of getting married? Marriage is, the women or the girls in them would still, like, all men are like that and all that. So, and we know how God regards the institution of marriage. So they don't want to get married. That's why you see so many people today say, I don't want to be married, I just want to have a child. How can you have a child outside a home, outside family? How would that child feel when others are talking about their family? You just want to have a child. Even to the extent these days, some ladies will take their egg and go and fertilize it. They don't want to know the egg that's fertilized, or the person, okay, that whose egg fertilized their egg. They don't want to know. They just want to have a child. This is destroying God's institution, the God ordained institution for human beings. This is actually the work of the enemy to destroy it, okay? And the society is already filled with a lot of people that can come and tell you they don't have a family. They don't have a family. And we see the consequences. People don't have people around them. And when they have problems, depression, this and that, committing suicide and all that. So the whole thing is that the enemy is attacking their home. Thank you for that like. Thank you so much. Tell me where you're joining from. I like to, interact with you. I like to know you. Thank you so much. So now today, let's go to the today's matter, Gogo. Today is about Judy Austin. That day we all just focused on May and y'all and the messages for them. Now, Judy Austin, like I told you, this is something I came across, okay, on the internet, and I read it and I felt like passing it across to anybody that is with us here on Inspiration Gist with Dora. So you can share this video, you can share it to your friends and tell them to come and listen. This is live. And when it's live means we can interact with me directly. We can, share our views here. All right, so it says that on the part of Judy Austin, I'm going in now, that Judy Austin may not even know she is being used by the devil. She may not see herself, because all of us, we grew up in a society where we call God, we go to, even you can see Judy Austin, she comes out to say, oh, I thank you, God, thank you, Jesus, for today, thank God for a new life. So we're in that kind of situation where we all tend to, you know, we like godliness, all right? We like God and God things. So we don't, nobody comes out to say that I am being used by this devil. Nobody wants to accept that the devil is using him or her. Nobody will come out and deliberately or consciously, surrender himself, say, devil, use me. Nobody wants to associate with the devil. So Judy Austin is being used by the devil, but she doesn't know it. She thinks it is love. She thinks she has found love. And remember what I said earlier about these tendencies, that people who suffered in their childhood, they may want to find happiness by all means. So once for her, she has found love and she doesn't care. You know, she doesn't care, she just wants to be happy. No, but she doesn't know that it is not love. And so she's being used by the spirit of seduction. Okay, the person said there are two kinds of seductresses. This spirit of seduction works in two ways, in two forms. One is the brazen one. The brazen one, they are the ones that have no remorse. They are out, they know they want to seduce you, they're after you, and they don't have any remorse about that. And the person said that they are all over Nollywood. These ones are all over Nollywood. Can you people testify to that? You see this our Nollywood today. This person is snatching husband. That is what is raining for them. So you can see that teaching is actually, you can relate it, with what is happening. If it is not in Edo today, it will be this so and so person tomorrow, snatching husband and all that. So these are the brazen type of seductresses. Okay, some of them have been used and abused in the past. So you see, some of them have been used and abused in the past, and so they want to get back to the society. They don't want to care, they want to hurt anybody. And these ones, okay, they are, so because of that abuse, their hearts have been turned away from God. They don't care. And since their heart has been turned away from God, they fall into witchcraft. So, and they don't want to, they don't want single men. For those ones, they don't want single men, they go after married men deliberately. Men, you see, when I went through this teaching, I could relate it. That's why I'm bringing it here, because I see some ladies, they will tell you that they don't care. What am I doing with a single man? I don't care, I don't deal with them. My own is married men. Some ladies will tell you. There are some ladies that will tell you that, see me, I don't have time for all these people. It's men of God. They are deliberately going after men of God. I have seen with my say this one, I don't have time. They are men of God. That's the one they after. So you see, even some ordinary people, single people will be coming to them. They will be like looking down on them. Okay, so these are spirits of seduction working in them, but of course, like I said, they don't know. So you see, they don't understand what is driving them into jealousy. They just want to have what they want, and they just want to, they keep going into, because this witchcraft of a thing is not something that you deliberately want. They go and get application and say, I want to apply to become a witch. It is the spirit that is operating in somebody. Once the spirit of God is moving further away from you, your heart is being turned away from God. They take possession. These spirits that are working, they want to use human beings to operate. They will be taking possession. So when they take and possess the person, and the person, the driving force, doesn't understand. He just wants to get what he wants to get. So when they see a man, for instance, they say, I want to get this man. I want to get him. I must get him, as in he has to be mine. They will start working towards that, and they'll become jealous of the wife, and they will start feeling as if they are fighting for something, as if the wife has taken what they had, meanwhile they never had. So they become jealous of the wife, and seemed as if they are now competing. Guys, can you people not relate this with what is happening with Judy Austin? Your Edochie is not your wife, it's not your husband, and has never been. Because recently we just came to this understanding that, oh, we've been calling her second wife. Meanwhile, they were never married. Nobody went to pay any bride price. So she's just a side chick turned baby mama. But you see, that's that's that thing in her, that spirit I was saying, trying to possess her, trying to make her this my light is trying to fade or something. Okay, that spirit trying to, you know, in her, working in her, start feeling jealous of May, start competing. You can see how she comes out to compete with May, as if they're she's not even competing. They're not in the same level. This man has not even married her, so she's not even a second wife. She's not even a co-wife. But you guys can see how she goes about tagging herself, her excellency, Judy Austin, Yul Edochie, and all. We are still waiting for her because she's a show person. We are still waiting for her to come and show us her marriage certificate, or the day they were signing signing certificate at the registry. Her now. If such thing happens, she would have come to shame all her enemies, according to her. But we have not seen such. We are still waiting for that. So these kind of spirits now, they don't understand. They just want to go after what they want, and that will make them to keep going deeper into witchcraft, to keep what was never theirs. They want to keep him, but this thing you are keeping has never been yours, and they say they want to keep their man. Excuse me. So this is the first type of seductresses that was mentioned in that teaching, and which of course we can see that Judaism falls into that. The second part is the quiet seductress, or the religious seductress, according to the teaching. Like I said, I came across this teaching. I'm not the author, but I just want to pass the message across. I want to share it with you people. Okay, so these ones they usually have a baby face. The quiet seductresses, those religious, they have this baby and innocent face and child face. And they have these child qualities that will make you mistake them for submission. So when you see them, hey, everything, if they want to talk to the person, they will pretend, they don't look at your face directly, they will be looking down. You say, oh, this woman is there, this person, this girl is very quiet, is very submissive. You will mistake it for submission. That is the way they operate. And men once they will like such a person and begin to feel like, hey, this person is that. Okay, these are the kind of person they lower their eyes when they are talking to the man. They will even pretend to be against you, against the man doing something wrong to the wife. So you know how these things work now. You don't just come out one day and start being what I say, sex partners. It starts with having a relationship. So as they are getting close, the man may, try to air or try to befriend the person by talking about himself or the wife. And if the man does something that, the lady sees that is not good, may hurt the wife. She will even come and say, why are you doing this now? And you're trying to like be against the person for doing something that will hurt or that is wrong to the wife. So at first, we'll be like, it's a friend. It's a friend. You remember we are talking about those quiet one. They will quietly seduce the man. Okay. The other first one, they are broad, they are brazen, they come out openly. You see them. But these ones will quietly come in as friends. Okay. So when you are still relating with them, they are just like, this thing you did to your wife, I don't like it. So she's a woman like me. You don't do that. You now be mistaking the person as, remember, innocent and all that. That's how they do. And even when they finally seduces the man and the man, fall into adultery with them, they will fake remorse. They'll fake remorse. They will cry, even cry that he made me to do it. I didn't want to do it. And after that, even the second, you see, they will still continue in that relationship. That's how you know them. It is not actually real. Okay. And so in relating with the man quietly, we're talking about these quiet ones, try to get information about the wife. Remember, you'll be telling them, yeah, my wife did this, and my wife did that. If you're someone that is fond of your wife, you'll be giving, they will now come in, try to get information about your wife, and then the kind of food that your wife makes for you when you get home, or the kind of things that your wife, trying to be in the wife's position. So they try to get information about your wife, what your wife does for you that you like and all that. When they get all this information, okay, and even some of your wife's weaknesses, when they get such information, you see them, they'll start working with it. They start working with it, and then try to be like your wife, or even try to be better than your wife. You don't know. So some of you men, that when you go, you start gisting about your wife, or your wife annoys you. This light is entering my eyes. Let me remove this my glasses. So I don't like the way the light is entering my eyes. So when some of you men, when you go, you think that some of them can, like we said here, religious. So it could be a sister in the church. Be careful. Could be a sister that is in choir with you, or in the team. Maybe you people are in the guild of ushers, or all those small groups in the church. Could be a sister that is working with you. From just being a start, what is my wife today? My wife did this. She'll be getting information. She'll be getting information. So be careful. Could be a colleague in the office as you are working. You say, what is wrong today? You're not bright. Yeah, family matter now. What is it? Before you know it, you are talking, okay, and you are talking about your. So they will get that information, and before you know, they will start working with it to come in to penetrate. So they use the that is that. And the teaching said that Judy is a blend of these two types of seductresses mentioned. She's a blend. You can see some attributes of this in her and the other one in her. She's a blend. And if you people watch her, you watch her very well, you will see all these traits in her. Okay, so, and remember that seduction means to lead astray. So when they take you, the time they are taking you, leading you astray, nobody sees himself or herself being led astray and follows. You always think that you are going to the right place. That's one thing with leading astray. You will think that you are following this person, because it would have appeared like religious, innocent. So that is that. So we have to be careful. Okay, you have to be careful. So when you are being led astray, you begin to see reason, for doing what you're doing. You will not see it as bad anymore. You begin to manufacture reason for doing what you're doing, and the person, will make you to also see reason. And did you people see that in your Edochie? Because he came out to tell us that before now, remember that video where he was trying to explain himself to nobody, that before now he used to believe he was among those men that think that you can't love two women. Remember that video? You cannot love two women. That is not possible. And but now, hey, he knows better. He knows better. Never say never, because you could be in his shoe. He can love two women and all that because Judy Austin is bringing something to the table. Judy Austin is bringing something to the table. And both of them are bringing something to the table. So can actually love two women. He is explaining himself. For him now, okay, he's seeing reason for what he's doing, and he will deceive himself, backing it up with this mentality that we're in Africa. African men can marry, but before you know, you are a Christian, and when you want to do the wrong thing, you now remember that you are in Africa. Okay, so they always have one reason or the other. Okay, and these their seductresses, okay, these ladies that seduce them, they are the kind of ladies that they bring something that you can see. The man can see and be enticed, not just sex. They can bring business ideas. Oh my God, they can bring business ideas. They can make you to see reason, as if you're missing something that we are missing this if you don't have them. So they can make you to see business ideas, or for them, you see them as hardworking, and you begin to, if you are gullible, see, there are so many things that we also need to work on ourselves. So when you now begin to see that, this person, if I have this woman, if I add her to what I'm doing, I'll become great. I'll become greater. After all, it's not bad if I can just bring her in. Why should I keep her outside when she has all these ideas? First of all, they've started, like being, let me call them sexual partners. And that's leading astray. It's not something that happens immediately, you step by step. So this next step now will be like, let me bring her in now. Why should she be outside? Look at all these qualities that she has. She's bringing this to the table. She's even hardworking. This other woman, she's fine, but that's her reasoning. That is what happened to your Edochie. Exactly what happened to your Edochie. Exactly what happened. He's even still saying it now. So Judy Austin, you can see that she's also in the industry. So both of them combined together, producer and director. You can see the whole money will go into one purse, and that is what is uh, making Yul Edochie to you know keep saying that they can also, both of them are bringing something to the table. Oh, my people, what do you think? Let me pause a little here. Oh my God, this is a big revelation. Where is my water? Biko onye ga-emu mmiri. I don't talk. I want to hear where you're joining from. Comment section. Thank you for that like. Thank you for that like. Welcome to Inspiration Gist with Dora. Yes, so we are trying to learn. Like I always say, on this channel, don't just come and gist and gossip. We'll learn. Okay, so we're trying to learn so that you can make use of the knowledge and then a better your life, or guide somebody. Guide somebody, very important. Please leave your where you're coming from in the comment section, okay, and give us like. Thank you for that like. I need more likes. I need more likes. If you're here and you like my face, even if even if you at least you don't like what I'm saying, but you're still here because you like my face, just click on that like. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, talking about this, so this is the character, all this I've mentioned are the characteristics of that seductress, those seductresses. You can bear me witness, or bear that the person also witness that these traits, we can see them live. We can see them live on Judy Austin, and the ones that were mentioned about you, we can see. So this person for me is actually very correct. You need to share this message so that more people will know, and get protected, protect themselves. So advice now, advice to wives, according to the person. It says, wives, listen. The seductress never gets any better behavior from the man he stole. You don't get better behavior from the man. He treats her the same way, he in secret. and fake love in public. Hey, did you hear that? Treat her the same in secret and they come out to do what? To fake love. We saw Judy Austin the other time narrating all her qualities. I'm intelligent, I am this and that. Why won't you love me back? I love you. And people were saying that y'all has started showing him pepper. He came out to cry. Why can't you love me back? And we also saw y'all the other day coming out to advise people that all marriage is not smooth like that. Don't forget what you see on the camera, in front of the camera. A lot of things go behind the camera. So this is true. Behind, whatever he was doing to me, okay, this lady may be feeling it, but like the person said, he will not come out to do it in the public. And the woman herself, okay, the one that stole the husband, will not also want to come out and admit, because she will be ashamed that you have collected the man, or yeah, go and enjoy. So whatever she's suffering, she will not say it. She will be taking it inside. So so also say that Judy may have gone through something in her life. Trying to explain. Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you so much. Let me type hi. Is it that the chat is not working? Hi. Say hi to me and tell me where you're joining from. Tell me from Nigeria or from Finland. I see some people from Finland, Luxembourg, and all the Switzerland. Let me know where you're joining from. I'll be very glad. Thank you so much. And I see more people here. Please hit on that like button. And if you have not subscribed to this channel, this is where we talk real life issues and we relate it with what is happening out there, especially with our celebrities, okay? Because people want to learn. Okay, so saying that Judy may have gone through something in her life, trying to explain what may be happening to Judy, because nobody, as I said earlier, we want to deliberately bring out herself, okay, to be used by the devil. No. People always have reason why they do whatever they do. So Judy may have gone through something in her life, maybe abuse, either in her childhood or in her first marriage. So she may have made up her mind that she has to be happy, and no matter what it causes anybody. Remember that tendency we saw before. So this time maybe she has gone through, people were yet to understand. People will find out. As long as this lady has brought out herself to the public like this, I know people want to dig deep, and very soon her history will start coming out. So a woman like this is perfect tool for the devil. She may have gone through something in the past, and this time around she just wants to go for her happiness. She doesn't care. And you people, you can even imagine, Judy has 2 kids with the man, with the first husband. Right now, she doesn't talk about her kids. She doesn't mention them. She's as if she's hiding them, or she wants to throw them away in her past. You only see all her pages, all her social media pages and all that. You can't see any of her previous children. You only see star. Why? And those children, some of them will have access to this internet and see that the only person that this woman is talking about is this one he has with a married man, and left the children you can call legitimate children she has with her husband. Okay, so you see, for her, maybe she has found happiness and she's just going to be happy irrespective of who is hurting. She doesn't care. At least her children are there. At least, even if you are living a marriage, it's not a crime that you leave a marriage, but your children, you don't associate with them anymore. Okay, so this person is trying to explain that maybe something happened to her as a child or in this previous marriage, and for sure now she had decided to be happy. I'm just going to be happy, I don't care. It's not good. Hmm? It's not good. I would just want to be happy because somebody hurt you before. So in her mind, she's happy. She's happy that she has taken what May has. She's happy that she has gotten that her heart desire. Maybe all the while they've been working together, it will be like, oh, I wish this person can be my husband. I wish I have this kind of man. You know, some ladies are like that. See, I've seen, oh, hey, I have seen some ladies. Hmm? They will just come and see this man and say, you see this man, I'm going to get him. And they will set it as a project. This is not yet. I've seen people that I know. They will tell you that, see this man, I want to get him and I must get him. They will start working towards it. They will start working as a project until they get the man. So for Judy, maybe sometime as they were working together, she just, you know, aspired that I must get this Edochie to myself. I must get him, and started working towards it. And she had enough opportunity because they were working together. They were working together. She had enough opportunity, enough platform to plan and execute her plan. She even penetrated the family. Remember that Pet Edochie calls her my daughter before now, because she used to come to the family, being a colleague in the industry, come to the family house and all that, just as a friend and a colleague. They didn't know she has a plan. Okay, she didn't know she has a plan. So she planned it. So for her, she's going after her happiness, not minding whatever that will be. She's just going after her happiness. And then she thinks that she has found happiness, but you know, the the happiness will not last. We have seen this in movies, and even they are the ones that act those movies, and at the end of them you see that it never ends happily ever after for them. It has never. In all the movies they act, all these people that will come and snatch husband, housemaid, snatch husband, get best friend, snatch husband, they never end happily ever after. So this happiness is temporary, for a short time. But this short time, okay, who is going to just endure if May will endure? Because we remember the target is to separate them, emotionally, separate the children, and the man will be separated and be rejected. By the time she's done using the man to achieve whatever she wants to achieve, she will dump the man. That's what we are told they normally do. She will dump the man, and when she dumps the man, of course, the man, such men, we have seen them in this society. At that time, maybe they are now old, but this person is still shining. She's moving on. Look at the man as an old man. Okay, by the time she dumps the man is either emotionally will fall into one sickness or the other and fall sick, and then they will gonna go back to call the woman that, come and see your husband though. And the children by that time, they would have grown. Of course, their mind have been severed. Okay, they are no more interested in the man. But at that time, hey, when the man will now become lonely, maybe in the city where he lives, he will become lonely. It will now be as if they are abandoned. That time now, he will be an old man. He will be an old man. Say this old man and the children, by the special grace of God, they would have grown and become something. Hey, people will now be saying, hey, this man no get children. See how they abandon the man. You see these people, say they are rich. See how they abandon their father. Those such thing, we see it. By that time, that woman has used the man and dumped him. Okay, so, and the man will suffer one sickness or the other, because he will not get the kind of love he's supposed to get from the family. Before you know it, fully bam, the man don't die. He will just die like that. See, a lot of people, a lot of men, you go see them, they are managing old man lonely. See, you think that lonely is because they are so unlucky. It is the seed they sow in the days they were still strong. Okay, they are reaping. So that is what these spirits come out to do. They have destroyed a man, and of course, when somebody dies like that, I don't want to judge anybody, but from my guide of life, which is the Bible, is hellfire now. Okay, so I'm not the one judging. I'm just saying that this is what I know. Okay, it's hellfire. Somebody that dies in that state will not make it to be a loss to the kingdom. Okay, so the I think the concluding part where I stopped, because that teaching is long, I'm actually trying to get the ones that you need to, learn something. A secret to you, y'all. So when I'm saying a secret to you, y'all, actually it's for you, but it's for also you there who is a man. Okay, it's also for you, or a woman. You need to learn. Say what the devil is really after is the womb. Hmm. The womb of a woman. The womb is a spiritual connection between the spiritual and the physical. Hmm. The womb of a woman, the devil is always after that. Hmm. that that womb is a connecting point between the physical and the spiritual, because that is where the soul and the body connects together. When you conceive, and all, what actually gives life is the spirit, the soul. So at that point, if the woman is not in the right place, on the right side, like being used by God, if it is the devil that's using the woman, it's an opportunity for the devil to go and possess that soul. You see, we know the devil does not create. He doesn't create. He doesn't have the power to create. But we also know that he can use somebody as a vessel. The Bible said it, Jesus also said it. When you drive out demons and you don't feel it with another spirit, which of course should be the spirit of God, the demon will come back sometime later to see that this person is still empty, is not filled. What will he do? He will go and bring all the team, all their brothers and sisters, and call them, come and join me. I can't be here alone this time around, so that it will be very difficult to drive me. So, and the Bible said more of them, legion, all of them will now come and possess that person, and the person's situation now will be worse than before. Okay, so the devil, we know, cannot create. He doesn't have that power, but he can possess a vessel, can possess somebody. So when the woman is being used by the seductive spirits, when the woman is being used by the devil, of course, when the woman conceives, because our body is supposed to be the temple of the Holy Spirit, but when the spirit is not there, the spirit of God is not there, and there is the spirit, the other spirit, the evil spirit that is there. Now, when the woman conceived, the devil will have access to go and possess that baby in the womb. That's what the person explained. You have access to go and possess that baby in the womb. And of course, so when the person is born, he's already born into generational curse. So you see how the devil is a mission, like I said from the beginning, is a mission from the pit of hell. Of course, to plant their seeds here and there, destroy homes, plant seed, make people see that there's no reason to trust God, there's no reason to know, and all that. So that is the target. That is the objective. So the child will be born into a generational curse, and people wake up, you'll be wondering what is happening to you as a person. Meanwhile, it is what your mother or your father has exposed you to while you were in the womb. It happens. It happens. It happens. That's why you tell pregnant women to be very careful. Be careful of where you go, and all these spirits, it's real. Oh, my people, supernatural things are real, because we know that as human beings we are made up of body, soul, body and spirit. Yes, we are made up of that, so we have to be careful. Okay, so that's why we need to work out our salvation. According to the person, we need to work out our salvation with fear and trembling. You must make deliberate efforts to work out your salvation. That is what the teaching is saying. Because all these things, you need to be aware. That's why everybody should know about this. Know that there are spirits. So when you are a man, you think that I just want to have fun. Just you are going for 3 days or 2 days, 2 days business meeting outside your domain. You cannot stay 3 days without sleeping with a woman. You say you want to relax. They are there standing, keeping themselves for sale. In the evening, go to Lagos here, Ikeja, you will see them. They get ready. They get ready and look for those who want to just relax with a woman this night. You came for meeting, you can't stay 3 days. You know, they are already there waiting. So this is, they have their own agenda too. You know, the Bible said that God commanded man to procreate, so go and multiply and fill the earth. The devil also has the agenda to also go and fill the earth with his own agents. Okay, so if you don't know all these things and you're not aware, you just be living your life thinking that everything is and all that. So have to work out your salvation with fear and trembling. Okay, you must understand this. So like I said, I am not the one. I am trying to, you know, share what I learned from somewhere, which I think is good. I'm sharing it. So all these are not from me, but because I believe in what I read or what I learned, I'm sharing it. Now, for those who think it is nothing to have sex outside God's ordained marriages, hear this, especially men. What you do is you grow, you give spirit the right to operate around. Yeah, when you do this, you give the spirit, when you go and have sex outside your marriage, God's ordained marriage, you are giving that the spirit license to manipulate you. Because once you get that connection, you know what sexual intercourse does to two people, there is always a tie. So once you have admitted it, you start manipulating just once. Person will call you on phone and start doing, once you start doing you fall again. Before you know it is blackmailing you emotionally or trying to emotionally, so you are dumping me, so you want to dump me, so you fall again. And you say, I want to stop this, you keep falling. Okay, so that is, you have to be very careful. Spiritual spouses, look for bodies to use and form soul ties with men who go into extramarital affair. And that person also said that Yul Edochie, this is spiritual spouses, you know, trying to, they go about, like I said, the spirits, they exist. You can't deny, even science, go and try everything. The spirit exists. So this spirit, but they cannot operate on this world. See this earth that God created and gave it to humans. They can operate in another place, maybe in the Mars or whatever planet. But you see this earth where God has given us dominion as human beings, these spirits, they don't have a right to operate as spirits. They can only operate with body. So what they do, they come out to try to use a body. And if you are empty, if your body is empty, okay, void of the spirit of God, a contracting spirit, they will come in. So these men that go about thinking that they are having fun, they're actually those spirits that are looking for a body to use. We do what? We enter them. The spiritual you're looking for spiritual soul ties. Spiritual soul ties, they will use them and they will tie them, because they also want to satisfy or achieve so many things. So these men, if you're a man, you go out, you want to have just a day, a quick one. It's just a quick one. You don't know that the person, you are thinking about yourself, but you don't know that that person is on a mission, on a long-term mission. You are saying that you want a quick one, but he's on a long-term mission. He has a long-term project, just like Judy Austin. She has a long-term project, which people are now saying that over since 2016, 2017, they have been dating. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? So it's a long-term project, but the day you were going, you think it's just a quick one. Okay, so they want to fulfill a purpose in life and they are looking for a soulmate. Once you go, they will hook the person, and then from there you start telling all these had I known stories that we are seeing today in the life of Yul Edochie. So my people, this is where I am. I have brought everything that I know I feel is important. I have tried to explain the problem. I explained the origin and what the causes and the consequences. And I've also tried to bring solution to it. Okay, yes, the solution is you have to admit You don't, I pity some people that will tell you, see, I'm not that religious. Things happen. Things happen. Even sometimes they say it is here, but I've seen, even studied, I've read like English literatures, English by the, when I mean English as in from English people, the literatures of their 16th century, all those middle ages, all these spirits, they happen. I've tried to read literature from North America, all these spirits, every society recognize. Forget this one that people are trying to claim 21st century as if life is just this body we are seeing. Okay, I've tried to read these literatures and watch their, those movies. They exist. They exist. If you watch even all these North American, South American movies that you watch sometimes, you know, the Spanish, you see they exist. So spirit exists. The solution is for you to know this and work out your own solution. You need to be clear. You don't have to be living your life just at random. You wake up in the morning, anything you feel like doing, you do. Okay, no, you have to know, define yourself, try to know yourself, define your path, and you work on it deliberately. If you don't want salvation, fine, you can, but if you really want, the Bible says you have to work out your salvation with fear and trembling. You need to work it out. God has given you, Jesus has come to save, but you need to working it out as you're still alive by being careful. Hold yourself, ask God for self-discipline. You have to endure. Sometimes some of you, you just see a woman that is wearing short skirt, you say, this one is seducing you. Why can't you just discipline your body? Let me ask some men sef. So, some people, I say, you see, everything is about self-control. Everything is about self-control, because I know that if somebody, I remember those days, once they say that this girl has HIV, all the men will run away, all the boyfriends, everything, they will run away from the person. She has contacted AIDS, they will run. Even if she's going around naked on the street, they will run. Nobody will say hi, because that one, don't you know that she has AIDS? Everybody will run. So it's thing of the mind. So if you see it that having sex outside marriage is like contracting HIV, is a killer disease, you will not go. During COVID, if they tell you that somebody has Ebola or COVID, you will run and say, because the person is going naked, is seducing you. I know, I'm very sure. So everything is about you. You have to make conscious efforts to work out your salvation. You have to make conscious effort. It's a work, it's a work, because there is somebody out there who doesn't want you to have it on a platter of gold, because its own mission is to reduce the number of people that God can call their own. Okay, so that is it. So it's a fight. As you're even working it, the devil is fighting it, that this one, we are losing this one, we are losing this one, he wants to. So you have to fight, make deliberate efforts to fight for your salvation, to work for your soul. Sex outside God's ordained marriage brings a lot of catastrophe, a lot of tragedy. I have seen some men, and they honestly, it is their first time they are doing it. That first time they are doing it, the woman will get pregnant, and the woman will get pregnant. So either two things: either you abort, say, hey, committing abortion, or the woman will now bear the child. The child will be remain stigma for life, that one mistake of one night. So, and those men are the men that maybe they have a reputation, they have an interest, they are working in the house of God, or there are some people in the society that you look up to. Before you know it, that one will come and become a stain on their reputation, and they will fight it for life. The wife will be devastated for life, the children, whenever they remember it, and all that. So the enemy is out there setting trap for you if you don't know, especially when you bring out yourself that you are good. Yeah, you're a good person. Once you bring out, if for those people that have called themselves player, they are playing around, the devil knows that these ones are, they already in our camp. We don't need them. They go after those people who have who have tried to distinguish themselves from all those things you can call. People who call themselves Christians or who are practicing their religion, practicing and trying to be nice people, trying to be, you know, they will go after such people. And so you know that Yul Edochie is somebody that many youth look up to. Before now, they've been looking up to him. He's intelligent, he's handsome, he's vibrant and all that, so talented. Many people are looking up to him. And this woman just went to bring him. He did not see any other men. He did not see many unmarried men and some young men out there. He didn't see them to give her money and clean them up so that they too will look good. This one, bring him down. The man has been brought down now. Go to his Instagram page. Nobody is he's not influencing anything again. If you dare put your product there, people will curse you. People will curse you and add to him his own cost and tell you that you want to sell market, you are coming here. You see, all those things that he used to do before, he doesn't do them again. He's just trying to manage and pretend that everything is okay. Like we said, he doesn't know what he's doing. Oh, from Los Angeles, thank you so much. I'm so happy. I just saw this chat. Thank you so much. Joining all the way from Los Angeles. Happy Sunday. I know it's Sunday there. Yes. So he will not, admit in the public. Remember the characteristic that we mentioned earlier. Is proud. So that pride will not, you know, um, will not let him to come out and admit publicly that, oh, I've messed up. But will be dying inside. He will not admit that he has messed up. Okay, so we can see all these things mentioned in Yul Edochie and Judy Austin. They are a case study. These two people, their matter. Why I always like put myself. If you watch it, it's not all the matters that fly there that I put myself there. They are a case study. As in, if you begin to analyze things with these things they are doing, you see that they are a case study. People can thank you for that like. All of you that are here, just click on the like now. It's not difficult. Or you don't like me and what I'm saying. Please click on that like. I would so much appreciate, okay? So they are a case study for us to learn from. I want to hear from you from the comment section. I've talked. You've been following me. I want to hear. Thank you for the like. Thank you. I want to hear in the comment section. What do you think from all this analysis? Okay, all this analysis. What do you think? Because do you agree? Do you agree that what is happening to Yul Edochie is not ordinary? Do you agree with all this analysis that this person brought about the the causes and the solution? Thank you for the like. You are gladdening my heart. Thank you so much. Do you agree? Do you agree that this is actually, or maybe like Judy Austin, you can take any part of all these explanations if you have been here and tell me whether you agree. The one you don't agree with, I want to see it in the comment section. The one you agree with, I want to see it in the comment section. Do you agree that maybe Judy Austin was abused in the past and she's trying to like get over herself, be happy? Maybe she has been sad all along, either in childhood or in her previous marriage, and she just wants to be happy by all means. Do you think it's the reason, or do you think you have to pity her and all that? There's a video that I made about some hours ago. I saw it, I brought it here, concerning Judy Austin and the sister. Okay, in that video, it was, revealed that Judy Austin has been into this married men of a thing right from, you know, before now with the younger sister. That as young girls, they are into married men. That's what they've been doing. So, you know, so maybe, and the person was saying that maybe something happened to them while they were children, because that even the younger sister, or either the younger sister or the sister, I don't know whether it's younger, but she's not married, unlike Justin now that has hooked somebody, or Justin was married before. She's not married, but what she's after is married men. It's not as if she doesn't have young people who are not married that are coming to her, but her own, like I told you people earlier, some ladies will say, It's me, I don't deal with all these single, or it's married men I do deal with. So that Judy Austin and the sister has always been into married men since all along. They've been into married men that they will use them and dump them. They will just, some people, some girls like they say this mumu, mumu number one, this mumu. They will use the person until they have broken, scattered the home and everything. They will dump the person and move on to the next person that will be coming after them. That this has been their life. And so, do you think that maybe it's as a result of maybe something they have passed through as children in childhood, and this now they're trying to revenge, they're trying to revenge in the society? Do people think that maybe that's what is happening to her? Because the way she goes about this thing, you just be asking yourself where her driving force is coming from. We had, because of all the bans, on social media, the family has come out openly. Pet's dad has come out openly to say that they are banished from his family. Remember that post that she doesn't know and all that they are banished. That he only knows May as the daughter-in-law. The rest is banished from my family. That's the man's word. And she's still parading herself, parading herself, tagging herself, Her Excellency, Madam Judy Austin Yul Edochie, in spite of the fact that the father has said, I don't want you. What kind of, this thing that the person thought? It could be that she just wants to get what she wants, be happy by all means. Maybe because I've seen some people that were married, maybe they suffered. I know of some of these Nollywood actresses. I know of somebody in her previous marriage. She said she has been living her life trying to please people, maybe trying to please the family. When you are suffering, you'll be encouraged to stay and make the marriage work. So that she has been living her life trying to encourage, please the family. When she came out from that marriage, she said, this time around, I'm not going to try to please anybody. I am going to be happy. It's one of these Nollywood actors. She said it. This time I'm not going to, I've spent how many years trying to please, people. So could it be such situation? Could it be that such situation maybe has happened to her? And a lot of us, we are guilty. We encourage some people, yes, don't leave all this. Sometimes the motivational speakers to tell people, don't live your life to please anybody. Just ensure that whatever you are doing, you are happy. If you're wearing something and you are okay with it, you are happy. But wear what makes you happy. You're trying to build self-esteem. Wear what makes you happy. So even if what makes you happy is wearing ordinary pants to walk the street makes you happy, wear it. A lot of these motivational speakers, they give people such advice, and before you know it start entering the head. So maybe that Nollywood actress, she came out and resolved that she's not going to please anybody, and she has lived her life trying to please people, and this time around she's going to live the rest of her life pleasing herself. And such a person can go to this extent. You see a man, you started lusting after the man, and you think it's love, lust, and before you know it, you start fighting for what you don't even have. Like Judy Austin is doing now, is trying to fight for what was never hers in the first place, and even up till now, it's not hers because y'all did not even get pay her bride price. So in this part of the world, that you gave birth, you had a child, you have a child with somebody, doesn't make you wife. Especially in our place in Igbo land, doesn't make you wife. Maybe in some other places, once you give birth, they'll say, "Oh, yeah, they're all the wife." In my own place, if you like, born 10. As long as the man did not go to your family and pay your bride price, the family will not recognize you. Okay, they will not recognize you. And down there in my place, if you are going to the court, if you are going to registry to go and get married, they want a member of your family to come and sign. Yes, in the registry, they will have to bring a member of your family, somebody that will represent your family to sign to show that yes, so this marriage is recognized by the family. It is done here, even if it is, court marriage. So some people can go and hire somebody, of course, to come and lie and stand in. Of course, people can do that, but the system has put that in place to recognize the tradition of the people of the land, recognize that these people You have to be recognized by the family as the wife before you can be. So this woman, for instance, now she's not even recognized by Pet Edochie's family. She's not recognized as the wife. Nobody. Like the brothers came out 2 days ago also to say that this one they are even calling her wife. That they don't even know where we got that from. Our brother did not pay her bride price. Nobody accompanied him. Excuse me, if you know you accompanied your Edochie to go and pay Judy Austin's bride price, come and show yourself. Nobody has shown himself or herself that I was there. So this woman is not even a wife. And what am I trying to say? But she's already placing herself in a competitive, as in on the same platform with the wife, trying to fight what was never even hers in the name of keeping what was it's not even your own. You want to keep it. Meanwhile, it's not even yours. Okay. So that is the truth. So what do you people think? This issue of trying to be happy by all means can lead people to this extent. So we are seeing it when we advise people to be happy by all means. Let's know that there could be a this excessive, use of this same thing, this teaching. A lot of people say that even in the church, what makes so long as it makes you happy, are you okay doing it? Please do it. You can see it's wrong. It's wrong. Life is not about you being happy all the time. It's not about it. Okay, so before you think of yes, that thing will make you happy, think of your neighbor, think of the next person. Will you make that person sad? How will it affect that person? Okay. All right, I think I have tried. This is midnight here in Nigeria. It's midnight, so I need to go. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that you have been here with me and you're still with me till now. Thank you so much. God bless you. Please subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so. Share this video so that some people will learn and learn this lesson. Like I said, this channel is where we talk about things that affect us in our society, and in order to make our society better. Yes, we use gist and so that get entertained and laugh, but we learn lesson. And one of them is this message that I brought your way. So I really want to thank you and I appreciate it. I need to go now because tomorrow is another day. Okay, so I need to go now. Thank you so much. See you again very soon. Bye.